Hello, Lakeside, and welcome back to the third episode of Petti's Pitch. I'm here again with Coach Petti, and we just played a great game against Benton. We won again. Now we are 12-0 for conference. We haven't lost any yet. And so now that this is like the second half of the season, now that we're going up against every single team again for the second time, how do you see that going? What are you expecting us to do different going into these next games?
I'm very thankful that we were able to make it through the first half undefeated. And the second leg of games, I would just like to see us raise our level of play up a notch. I know we still haven't met our full potential, so I'm hoping we'll be able to raise our level of play this second leg of games.
Yeah, and so we are in a great spot for conference right now. Like you told us yesterday, we are 7 points ahead of Benton, which is second place, which we just played recently on last Thursday or Tuesday, I think it was. So what are your thoughts on that game? I think they were one of the better teams, and so.
For sure. I mean, credit to Benton. Coach Wynn's done a great job over there, and they've definitely improved. They were pretty young last year and got most of their guys back, and I thought they were really aggressive and challenged us in some areas, but I thought we did a good job. We had an own goal. Their only goal came off of Denver heading it in, and I thought we responded well in the second half and done what we've done all year. Even when we're not scoring a lot of goals, we kept the other team out and played solid defensively. So I was really pleased. I thought we played well in the second half. Just weren't able to find another goal, but we played, in my opinion, a really strong second half.
Yeah, and also recently we played Texarkana. I think that was Thursday of last week. What are your thoughts on that game, if you have any?
Yeah, I was very pleased. I think the last two games we've played better. Had some better moments than we've had all year. Was able to play everybody, which is always nice when you have to drive 2 hours to Texarkana. And when the second, third team guys came in, there wasn't much of a drop off, so that always makes you happy to see the standard stay the same. But overall, I was extremely pleased with a big chunk of that game against our Texarkana. The score was 5-1 the first time we played them and 5-0 the second time, but the second game was very different in the manner that we played. So I was very pleased with the Friday's game.
Yeah, and so later today we are playing Whitehall. Now that you've seen us play Whitehall before, you've seen us play all the other teams before, you've seen how we've developed. What do you expect in the game later today?
Whitehall is a young team as well, and they've got two great coaches, and they've started to really pick up their level of play. So I expect us to have another challenge in front of us in our conference, and I expect us to come out and hopefully start quick. We've had some issues with starting slow, and I'm confident tonight we're going to come out and play to our standard from the first whistle.
Yeah, and Thursday we play Hot Springs, which is always they're usually very intense games.
For sure.
So what do you think, since they are a pretty decent team, what do you think are their biggest strengths on that side?
They are a good team. Coach Hedrick does a great job with them. They've got some really talented individuals. Their strength-wise, like I said, they've got some really good players in the midfield, some really good defenders as well, and then they just play extremely hard. They play hard and challenge you there with their athleticism. So like I said, every time we play them, we know it's going to be a dogfight, and I expect nothing less when they come up here on Thursday night.
And so how do you expect to combat all their athleticism, and like you say, they usually do play really hard? How do you expect us to combat it?
For sure, it's in a game like that. There's so many emotions involved. So many of the guys know each other. It's a big rivalry game, so it's about just controlling your emotion and then playing to the level and standard that we have. We talk about not letting other teams dictate how we want to play. There's a style that we want to play, so it's just being able to, like I said, control your emotions and dictate the way you want the game to be played, and not get too wrapped up in the rivalry game itself, and just play the game the way you want it to be played.
Okay, and so far, like I said earlier, we haven't lost a game in season yet. We've won every game so far, and so that is obviously that increases morale and boosts usually the mental state of the players, but it also, after as long as we've been going, it can also, start to feel like, it's just another game. We're just going to win. How do you expect to keep like the mentality up there where it should be?
Yeah, complacency can be a real challenge, but the guys on the varsity team, they know the level that we're trying to achieve this year. For as long as we want to make it, as far as we want to make it in the playoffs, we know the level that we have to get to, and so it's just a constant reminder to them. And we've got some great leadership on the team, not necessarily focused too much on the opponent itself, but focused on our level of play and the level of play that we need to get at if we want to hopefully accomplish all of our goals at the end of the season.
Sure. And so where on the field do you think now, it's been a while, you've seen us play for a while now, where do you think has been the area on the field that's been the most developed?
Oh, man.
Or the most areas? For
sure. I think there's a lot of areas I could key on, but I think in the midfield, especially this year, we've just done a really good job with the guys that play in the middle, yourself included, of just being able to control and dictate games. For anybody that watches soccer, they know the midfield's the most important part when you're trying to just control a game, and I think we've done a really good job there in the midfield. But I mean, defensively, we've been really solid again. Eli has come in this is really his first year to start all the games and has settled in really well back there. And the whole back line, Luke, Sean, Romeo, Denver, all the guys that get out there, Robert in goal. Anytime you've get this far and you've only given up 3 goals all season, and one of them being from your own team, you're doing a lot of things well in the back. So I think defensively, through the midfield, like I said, the midfield's been a difference maker for us this year. And then even up top, Sam, last couple of games, Sam's gotten some work at striker, and I think that's opened up stuff for us a little bit, make it a little easier for Alexis and Noe up top as well. And even the depth, you look at guys like JT and Cruz and Romeo and Jeff, and I know I'm missing some others that are coming off the bench. We've got more depth this year than we had last year, which is really nice as well.
Yeah, totally. And so, last question. Now that we have been up against every team, what is your opinion, if you have any, on which team has been like the toughest matchup for us?
Oh man, it's the most competitive our conference has been, from top to bottom in a long time. So I think it's a tough question to ask because each team, provides unique challenges for you.
Yeah.
Hot Springs and Lake Hamilton so much as controlling the emotions of a rivalry game, but they're also very talented. El Dorado has one of the best players up top that we've played all year, and that provides a unique challenge, and they're very athletic this year. So I think it's hard for me to single out one, and Benton as well. Coach Wynn's done a great job with them. I think, like I said, each team provides unique challenges, and you see that with the score lines in our conference, how close the games have been. So I think, like I said, each team provides a different challenge for us.
Yeah. And so that is all the questions now. So thank you again, Coach Petti, for
Yes, sir.
coming out here. That was awesome.
Appreciate you all. Thank you very much.